Hey guys, just a quick update on EBEN Etzebeth. Anybody who watched the Ospreys game last night knows the Sharks won pretty handsomely. They had moved into fourth spot, or they own fourth spot, and they could actually become third if things go their way, some of their results go their way in the final week of the competition. But obviously the big talking point wasn't that win. Even though the Sharks won quite comfortably, the big talking point was EBEN Etzebeth's injury. Now, the big guy went down. He hasn't played a lot. I think he's played 8 games the entire season for the Sharks. He's been struggling a bit with concussions and a bit with injuries, and so hasn't played much. So the Sharks would really want him now to be fit and ready for these final weeks of the competition. They want all their big-name players there, and this was a bit of a freak accident. And we're hoping it's not too serious. I really hope it's not for EBEN and the Sharks. And for Springbok Rugby, because obviously he plays a big part in the Springbok setup as well. Not sure he's going to be playing all the tests this year. They'll probably give a lot of the younger players a chance. But EBEN is certainly somebody who's important. So let's have a look at what exactly happened. So let's look at the incident. You see EBEN goes in for the tackle there, and in the process, Bongi clatters into him. It's not quite apparent what happens there, but you can see he stays lying down on the ground. The ball's obviously recycled and the Ospreys kick it downfield and play goes on. But you can see EBEN stays lying down there and play goes on. The Sharks recycle it and they kick it directly out. And that's where play stops. And you see in the background there, EBEN is there. Now, the physio gets on there very quickly to help him. Obviously, the concern is there, and suddenly everybody notices he's on the floor. And he doesn't look in good position there. I mean, look just at the body language. At this moment, he looks as if he's in a lot of pain. He doesn't look if it's very good for him at the moment. There's that magic spray that's coming out. That certainly would have worried the coaching staff. You can see they look pretty worried there. EBEN is a big part of their team. He hasn't played much this year. I think he's played 8 games in total. And I suppose at this moment you sort of worry what this injury really means. And they're trying to assess where exactly what happened there. He had a lot of problems with concussion through the season, so he didn't come back for a while. And they normally want him for this time of the season to get some momentum. And here we see again, just watch Bongi clatter into the leg there. Just hits him at the wrong stage. And it's hard to say really what happened there, but it just looks like somehow it just connected in the wrong point and in the wrong way with EBEN there. There's another angle of it, and you can just see he just hits that back leg there. EBEN falls down. Obviously senses immediately the problems, and that becomes a bit of an issue for them because the Sharks really, you can see them, EBEN's looking a bit better by now, but it's certainly not a good look there, and I think at this point they're really wondering what's going on. So what we did is afterwards we caught up with John Plumtree and asked him for his thoughts of what he thought happened with EBEN and how the injury looks, and obviously it's very early to tell, so this was his initial thoughts after the game.
Yeah, hopefully EBEN's not too bad. I'm hoping it's just a hematoma that might come right even before the weekend, or he's a pretty quick healer, or EBEN. But if not, then yeah, he won't be. Well, hopefully nothing more sinister. He'll get a scan. But no, our mindset will be going full out against the Scarlets. We won't be holding back. We need the rugby, and we also want to put pressure on Glasgow, obviously. So that's 5 points tonight, and I'm proud of the boys. We've got we're in top 4 now, and the freshness has gone off.
So from that, doesn't sound like John Plumtree's too concerned at this moment. Certainly, EBEN, was stretchered off. I think they did just that as a precaution, and there'll be obviously lots of ice packs and lots of, attention given to that knee as the weekend goes by, and I suppose we'll have to wait and see now. And I think everybody's hoping that this isn't a huge injury for him and for his Springbok hopes. But yeah, it was the big talking point at the Sharks last night, and I guess we're going to have to see now. Wait and see what happens. Okay, guys, that's the incident. We'll be keeping an eye on it, and obviously, just all the best wishes and best vibes to Eben and the Sharks and the medical team that's been going to be helping him there. Certainly is something that we're going to be keeping an eye on from a Springbok perspective, from a Sharks perspective, and just from a general rugby perspective. It's never nice seeing a player injured like that anyway. No injuries are part of the game, but we'll definitely keep our eye on it, and we'll give some updates as soon as they come. If you haven't already, please subscribe to this channel. Let me know your thoughts down below, how it's going to impact the Sharks as well. Always read all the comments as well. I know we haven't been on the channel for a while, so there'll be more videos. We're back. There's been a couple of life announcements, things that changed in my life, so that's one of the reasons why I've been away, but keep an eye on the channel. We'll definitely be back soon. Okay, cheers, man.